It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline bling.
That can only mean one thing.
Right now it is time for the Culinary Hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing on your feel-good breakfast show, Espresso. Now listen, we all love traditional South African amagwenya or Vetkoek, depending on what you like to call it. We love it with butter, love it with jam, with cheese, but it can be filled with other savory and curried things. You know, you can have your paloni there, you can have your savory mince, biltong, or anything else that would make it taste extra delicious for you. So, to show us how to make the very best of the bestest Vetkoek or amagwenya is Mama Miriam Toni. And to make some of the most delicious fillings, of course, that we have to put in there, Angie Gerber in the studio. Ladies, a very good morning and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
This is how I want to start my Monday. Amagwenya.
Amagwenya.
I mean, it takes me way, way back to the days of when I was in school, Gotsepo Primary in Ikageng, and going to school in the morning and then seeing the ladies that were getting ready for like first break with their fires and their pots and warming up the fish and amagwenya. This is memories.
Best comforting food in the morning, especially on a winter's morning.
Yeah. So, ladies, when it comes to your making of amagwenya, what would you say makes the ideal or the perfect igwenya? Miriam?
What do you think?
I think what makes it's that when you knead your dough,
Yes.
you must knead it with love.
Okay.
And then you do it from your heart. And make sure that it is fluffy.
Yes.
And then I believe when I give a person my food, I give it the best.
Yes,
And
yes.
I remember the lady who taught me to do my gwinyas, Elaine Flock. She said, Mama Miriam, when you do my gwinya, it's the best food in this world.
Wow, wow.
Yes.
And that's the thing, because you can go to different people who've made amagwenya and they taste different. And I feel like the most delicious are those that are made with love. You can really, really taste it. And here you can see all the different variations of amagwenya that we have suggested that are our favorite. What to you, Angie, makes a perfect igwenya?
Well, again, I like the fluffy, nice and crisp on the outside with that lovely golden crust, which means your oil's got to be just right. Very important.
Okay,
Not too hot, not too cold. Otherwise,
Yes.
you don't want that soggy, oily one. You want that nice, crispy and
That's
fluffy
true,
one.
that's true. So let's get to making it,
Yeah,
shall we?
definitely.
Please, go ahead, ladies.
Right.
Show me the ways.
Right, Miriam's going to get stuck in because she's the expert on this. So go ahead, Miriam.
I'm busy now with my dry ingredients. This is my salt and my sugar.
Okay,
Then I need to make sure that my yeast is in it.
okay.
Then I need to make sure everything is in my flour. As you see the smile in my face, I want to make sure that the
Made with love.
is sharp, yes.
So you cannot make igwenya and you're not smiling. If your
100%.
face doesn't say love and your heart doesn't say love, you better know that the people will taste it.
They will.
I
now-
am rubbing now my butter in my flour, in my dry ingredients. I make sure that the smile is always there because it has to be fluffy and crispy.
I like that.
People, this gwinya is going to be the best.
I like that the fluffy. It's a combination of fluffy and lovely,
Yes,
and therefore it is
yes.
fluffy.
I love it.
Beautiful
and
stuff.
then, you know, Prof. Elaine Flock used to say that you must focus. We always focus when you do good food for people.
Yeah, yeah.
Put your love in it. Make sure that the person is going to eat the food, they can feel that comfortable.
Yes, and
say,
enjoy
Mama
it.
Miriam is making me crazy.
Yes.
Yes.
SMS the keyword bake to 33728 and we'll send
Now
you a
I'm
list of
putting my
ingredients
warm water.
Your
so that you
hands are-
can make. And of course,
Remember, guys, I'm the dough queen.
you're the dough queen.
Just look at this.
There we go.
Look at
This is
this.
how I do it.
Technique. Look at this. And of course, warm water to help to activate the yeast, right?
Absolutely. It's got to be warm, not hot. If you add hot water, it's going to kill the
It's going to
yeast.
kill the yeast.
We don't want to kill anything.
It's fine. Enjoy.
There we go.
This is fine.
Perfect.
All good. So you're gonna just, you need to really be patient with it, and as you say, Mama Miriam, you've got to be working with love, with passion throughout. And you see, you're adding some extra flour.
You see, she's working it. It's kind of one of those doughs that you can feel.
Yeah.
If you, like I added a little bit too much water.
Yeah,
there
because Angie
from-
didn't
from-
listen.
Ek
Mama
is
Miriam was saying,
jammer, ek is
Angie, it's
jammer.
fine. Angie's fine. And he's like, okay, I'll pour some more.
And to make a best gwinya, you need to make sure that you knead it around, turn it around turn your dish a little bit around with love again, guys, with your smile and a little bit of
I
flour.
love your technique, the way you do it. I think it's brilliant.
That's why
It's
Prof. Elaine
exactly
Flo
right.
calls me the dough queen.
You are a dough queen. Look at that.
And also, while you're doing that, let's share some tips. One of which is that when you are making your amagwinya dough, right, you've got to make sure that it proves properly, right? So
Yes.
what does that mean?
Well, very important, any dough, so any bread dough that's got yeast in it, you need to prove it. So you're going to really let that yeast grow and ferment.
Okay.
And that's the whole point of it. You want to double that little dough ball into twice its size.
Yeah, so once you've kind of kneaded it like that and all the dry and wet ingredients are beautifully combined, do you just leave it in the bowl or do you wrap it in some form of wrap?
We need to wrap it.
You
I'm
need to
going
wrap
to
it.
wrap it with my foam.
And then it'll double in size.
Yes, it
And
will.
when it's
It
done,
will
that's when
rise.
you know it is ready.
Yes.
The oil temperature is very important
Very
when you're making
important.
amagwinya, right?
Yes.
Yes, you don't have to use a hot oil because if it's hot, it's not going to be nice and fluffy.
Yeah.
We don't. If you want a best guinya, you must not have a dark brown
Yes.
guinya,
It must be
but it must be golden
like a lovely
brown.
golden brown, like these
We
colors.
need golden brown.
How about, is the
Okay, do you
oil
wanna do
right
a
right
little-
now?
Yes, the
is,
oil
so-
is right.
There's the proved dough.
So Miriam's going to just show us how to make the little ball
Okay.
and then pop it into the hot oil. So
Here
your
comes
oil,
the secret.
Yeah, this is the secret. I'm interested
Now.
to see this.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Look at that.
So you're tucking it underneath while
Yes.
and then you squeeze it to get that perfect ball out at the top. And then,
I love it. I've
little
just learned
roll
something new.
to get some flour
Did
on
you
it.
learn something
I
new?
did. That
Very
is a
good.
beautiful technique, and then
Yeah.
you pop it in there.
And then we put it in. And your oil's at about 160, and you can always test by taking a teeny tiny little bit of dough just to check that, and it should rise to the surface quite quickly.
All right, listen, ladies, we're gonna make some fresh amagwinya for the crew to enjoy. And as you can see, some fillings are on the way where we show you exactly how to make those. But SMS bake to 33728. We'll send you a link to the recipe and the ingredients list. But on that note, that delicious note, let's quickly take a look at the headlines of the morning.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline Bling. That can only mean one thing.
Welcome back to it. The Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing is getting into your Monday Vetkoek style. And listen, when ikwinya is made well, it's so good. It's good. It's good, it's nice. We've made one. How is it actually going in there? Have we checked on it?
They've removed it. The
Oh, we've
kitchen
actually taken
fairies
it out.
took it away.
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming it turned out great.
I think they're probably
Yeah.
eating it in the back.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice and fresh. So we've shown you how to make the perfect ikwinya dough, what temperature the oil needs to be at when you place it in. Of course, you're looking for that lovely golden brown coating around. Now, once you've made the perfect ikwinya, you need the perfect filling. So Angie, along with Mama Miriam, is going to be showing us how to make a delicious filling. What do you have for us, Angie?
Okay, so we've got a bit of a vegetarian version on this one. So your classic bobotie mince, not everyone's going to need to want to eat that. So we're going to do a vegetarian style.
Excellent.
Sort of curried veggies.
Yeah,
so you've
yeah,
got some chopped onion into the pot.
Uh-huh.
And we're just going to saute that down. And along with some salt and pepper always.
Of course,
And then we
for
add our
taste.
curry powder. So you want to add your curry powder in with your onions and let that cook through.
Yeah.
The idea is to sort of release those flavors and cook out that sort of raw curry flavor that you sometimes get. Definitely got to cook it. Let it cook down, add a bit of vinegar. Not
Some
that
vinegar,
one,
okay.
this
Oh, there we
one.
go. All right.
That's empty. Right, so the vinegar also helps to release the flavors.
Excellent.
And then we just add a bit of water, a little at a time. And you add a bit of water, cook it out. When it's dry again, add the next bit of water. And that is just getting that curry to really release. It's a bit of a slow process.
Of course.
So we'll skip that.
But anything that's
And
good
then
takes time as well. You've got to be patient.
You've
right?
got to be
Yes.
patient and enjoy it. Like Miriam says, do it with love.
Yes, because we
Can
can
you pass me
all
the
feel it. We can
tomato?
taste it.
Yes,
You're adding some tomatoes
Right, so
there.
then we're going to add the tomato. And this is just your chopped or whole peeled tomato out of a tin. And you're going to cook this down. We'll add all of it. It's easier.
Here we go.
Right, so we cook that down.
So this is
Again-
if you're looking for a meat-free Monday kind of ikwinya.
100%.
For
That's
lunch or
exactly
dinner,
what
this is
we're talking about. And this is now going to cook down until it's lovely and reduced and thick and the flavors have been released out.
Lovely.
Salt and pepper, very important. And then I've got here some chickpeas, which we're going to add in. So we'll pretend that it's lovely and reduced, add the chickpeas in. And then this is butternut that we've chopped, peeled, seeded, chopped, and then roasted beforehand.
Excellent.
Because butternut's going to take a really long time to cook that way, and it's going to then go mushy and So once you're happy with this texture, and it's that lovely, rich and unctuous, curried, texture, then you're going to add your butternut.
Excellent. SMS the keyword dish to 33728 and we'll send you the link to this particular filling, a lovely curried vegetable filling for your
and that's the
iguana.
sort of the end part there, and then I would serve it with a little bit of yogurt or even some amasi and coriander.
Fancy stuff. Miriam, what would you like as a filling? What's your favorite kind of filling? When you
my
make an amakwenya?
favorite filling is honey and cheese.
Honey and
Wow,
cheese.
it's so lekker.
It
Look
sounds.
at my face, you can just see that. It's makwenya and honey. I'm sweet, people.
It's makwenya every day. I've got
Yes.
one for you because that's the more savory kind. But if you're making amakwenya and you're looking to serve them as a dessert dish, perhaps maybe you might want to try this, right? So get your liquinya lahau and you've made it, and then you're gonna get some caramel.
Oh, Kat, look at that. Now that looks divine.
That's a lot, though. So you can obviously be very indulgent with this one if you want. Do not stand back. Then you're going to get some cream. How about that?
I did not expect this of you, Kat.
Me
Listen.
too.
At all.
Yeah, every once in a while, you're allowed to indulge. And you can SMS the keyword sweet to 33728 to receive this particular recipe. And then,
now-
of course,
And
just some
wow,
peppermint
Angie.
crisp.
This looks
Just
good.
let that do its thing on top.
So this is like your peppermint crisp tart, the
There we go.
classic.
There we
dessert,
go.
But on a
Iguana
Vetkoek.
style.
Wow.
say that.
Clever.
Okay.
Iguana style. And then even in your presentation,
Oh, that looks
just-
beautiful.
let
Look
it
at you.
just
Look at that.
do its thing. And that is absolutely beautiful.
That looks divine.
Ladies, thank you for the education, for the reappreciation of a South African classic, and we hope that you try it out at home and that everyone absolutely loves it. Mama Miriam, Tony, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Angie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
It's a
much.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Breakfast is served, everyone. Iguana style.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline Bling. That can only mean one
Oh
thing.
yes, oh yes, oh yes. It's a Monday morning. The Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing is back. With some beautiful faces. Mama Miriam Doni is here, and also Angie Gerber is here. And I gotta show you this, what's been happening on social media, Mama Miriam. We got some comments. Annaline Mohammed says, just want to say, Mama Miriam is absolutely gorgeous. Wow, that smile just made my Monday. Yeah. So you're getting a lot of love there. Janine Damon says, because we were asking about your favorite fillings for amakwenya, and she says Marmite and cheese. I also like the machuchus. Don't know the spelling. That looks perfect spelling for me. It was introduced to it in Botch, and you need to have it with baloney. Yummy. Janine's my hometown girl. Then Josephine Pixton says yummy mince curry on Vetkoek, delicious, or mince smoortjie with egg on top as well. That is absolutely beautiful. So all kinds of different variations. But right now, if you love churros, then Clover Mama Baked Churro Bombs will definitely be your cup of tea this morning. And we're giving this Spanish classic a delicious twist with Clover Mama Bake. And of course, it contains 80% fat. So you're getting all of that flavor in your dish when you're making it. Spanish, right?
Spanish.
Spanish origins,
yes.
churros, they have
It
them
is
there.
Spanish.
During
and
winter
the,
especially.
And the Mexicans have kind of just taken it. Well, Mexico, Spain.
Yeah,
Same thing.
Excellent. I think I had my first proper churro in France, under
yes.
the Eiffel Tower, with some
nice.
chocolate on the side, just
That's the
drizzled
way to
all
go.
over it, right? But we're giving it a South African delicious twist. So what are we doing here, ladies?
Okay, so we've got our classic churro. Our recipe is basically a choux pastry. It's a version of a choux pastry, which is your eclair dough. Okay, so we've got some boiling water on the stove. It's got to be boiling, very important. It's got to be sort of rolling boil. We've got some butter in here. Well, Mama Bake, actually.
There we go.
And this needs to melt down.
All the way down, right?
All the way down, so that's going to take a little while. So this is like a bit of an on steroids take on the churros, because you can see we've got some chocolate balls there.
Whoa, something
so that's
delicious is going to
be
happen.
Divine. And then they're going to be wrapped in this pastry.
Yeah.
And then the important part is to actually freeze it. Once we're going to show you how to pipe it now. Miriam and myself are going to do that.
Excellent.
It's got to be frozen. Because the freezing kind of sets that dough, because otherwise
into the
it's going to
shape.
be a mushy schmushiness of dough.
Okay.
That's just going to
how
fall
you get
apart.
this at the end of the day, right? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful tips. Have you ever tried, or do you make churros on the regular, Mamdon?
No, it's the first time.
So this is the first time?
What is churros?
Yeah,
Explain to
it
me.
really is just, it's a little bit like a very fancy Vetkoek in a way, isn't it?
It is,
It's
right?
just a different dough, cooked in oil the same way.
Yeah, it's like the
it's like a
the
French
Vetkoek that did the ole. It
Yes.
did this while it was in the hot oil, and then it curled like.
I would learn that, but I still go for ma.
And of course, Clever Mama Bake is our secret ingredient that we're using here, which is a great source of vitamin A and vitamin D,
Yeah.
and it's ideal for all kinds of yummy bakes as well. So
Right,
now
so-
that the butter has melted down,
Boiling water, melted butter, we're going to add the flour all at once. Well, all at once, without adding the whole bowl in as well.
and if you want to know the fancy cooking term, what Angie's making there is called a choux pastry.
Choux pastry.
That is the basis of a good churro.
And this needs to just cook down. It should all come together in a ball.
Okay.
I think just in terms of timing, our water evaporated a little bit too much. So it comes together in a ball, and then we add the eggs one at a time.
Okay, good
So
stuff.
it's got to be off the heat.
Yeah. You need some help with
Oops.
it?
Yeah,
Just
otherwise
careful,
I'm
it's
going
hot,
to
it's
burn
hot.
myself. So once this is cooled down now, I can't add the eggs now because
otherwise-
it's just going to scramble.
Yes. So you're going to wait for it to cool down.
It would be a lovely ball that comes away perfectly from the sides of the pot. Cool
Yes.
it down until you can stick your finger in there and it doesn't burn.
Yes.
And then you add your eggs one at a time. It's a bit of a mission to get those eggs in. They kind of slush all around the pot,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they
yeah.
eventually come together.
They combine, yeah.
And then you end up with a dough that is already made for us, which is what we love about TV.
We can do that. We'll make one.
And we put it in a piping bag, and we're just going to pipe.
See,
Now I'm going to show you a little tip.
Now
So
this
you don't
is
want this
the-
to slide around because it's a nuisance when it
Yes.
slides around. You just put a little bit of your,
a little bit of the...
and then you stick it down.
Okay, there we go.
And then
Better
we're gonna,
working surface.
We're going to pipe a little.
See, now this is the trick.
Circle.
Make it looks like a rose.
It's the nozzle.
Oh,
The nozzle.
it's a rose.
Beautiful. And then we
Look at that.
stick that in there, and then we're going to pipe over it to create like a tower
Okay.
of pastry and chocolate.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hey?
So after this, you freeze it. Okay, you freeze it
Freeze it.
so that
and
it
then we
maintains
end up,
the shape.
We end up with these, which are nice and frozen solid now.
Excellent.
And our hot oil, again, a sort of a 160 oil, not too hot. You can carry on piping.
Oh yeah, try one.
While I'm doing this. And then we're going to put these into the hot oil.
There we go. And you're gonna get them into oil for how long?
Until they're done.
Until
Kat.
they're done, and they
Yeah.
look nice and golden brown on
Exactly.
the outside. Okay,
Nice
so
and
listen.
golden brown.
SMS the keyword Clover to 33728 to receive the
Beautiful.
recipe. Miriam Doni is.
Look at
Look at
that.
that. Beautiful technique.
Stunning. That looks amazing.
I'm gonna try one. But I'm not going to do it in front of you, lest I mess it up. But in the meantime, let's quickly show you how to make these delicious churros.
Kat.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
Shut the front door. We're about to trend with this recipe. If you love churros, then Clover Mama Baked Churro Bombs will definitely be your cup of tea. Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, with a burst of chocolate flavor to boot. These churros really are the bomb. Add a cup of water to a saucepan. Add 4 tablespoons of Clover Mama Bake and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Then bring to the boil. Reduce to a simmer, then add a cup of flour and stir until a dough starts to form. Leave to cook for about 2 minutes and remove from heat. Next, add 1 egg at a time, mixing with a wooden spoon as you go. Scoop the dough into a star nozzle piping bag. And now it's time to make some churro bombs. Pipe a 3 centimeter spiral onto your baking paper. Top the spiral with a chocolate ball, and then pipe another spiral over the chocolate to cover. Repeat until you've used all of the dough, and pop the tray into the freezer until frozen solid. Deep fry your frozen churro bombs until beautifully golden brown. Roll in cinnamon sugar and serve dunked into your favorite caramel sauce. A modern twist on a classic recipe, these Clover Mama Baked Churro Bombs will satisfy everyone's sweet cravings this week.
Made with love by Clover.
How do I cover it up so that everybody doesn't... hi, welcome back. SMS Clover to 33728. I tried.
You
My
did a
piping
remarkable
skills
job, remarkable.
leave much to be desired,
Yes,
but
they
that's
do.
okay, because it's my first time trying to make a rose nozzle or star nozzle churro. right?
You did a
On-
pretty good job.
Thank you very
wouldn't
much.
put it in the oil as is, but you did it. Okay, so these little chaps are done. Don't they look
stuff. Look at that.
lovely and
Look at
golden?
that.
And okay, so we'll
put that
drain
down
them on
there,
the
guys.
paper towel that's over here, and then we're going to pop them into some cinnamon sugar
Oh my goodness. And
to make
now,
them even more delicious.
the lovely surprise
Oh.
that your guests won't know is that once they bite into that chocolate ball is going to absolutely explode in
like-
their mouths and
the
just
sauce on the
create
inside.
a river of cacao that descends down their esophagus through their taste buds. It's incredible. SMS Clover to 33728. My mouth is watering as I'm saying this. It's crazy. Mum
have
Donnie,
to
thank
try
you
one.
so much. Angie, thank you very, very much
Pleasure.
for bringing us all of this deliciousness. Try it out at home and let us know how it turns out. That looks great.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.